We're back with another card chat. We have the new Dunkin' Potion Macchiato for their Halloween.
It's quite sweet.
It is quite
sweet. We recommend getting like one less
flavor shot.
Flavor shot?
The
or
swirl.
Maybe even 2. Depending on how sweet you like it.
I also get it with almond milk. Okay, let's get into the hot topics. Now we're gonna do more like podcasty style. But we also have a story time of something that happened to us yesterday.
You want to tell her or me?
A little ping and pong.
Okay. So yesterday we had an event and we had put our names on the list, whatever.
Hold on, can I do some backstory?
Okay,
so
go.
one of my biggest fears is like going to an event and then my name not being on the list. Like that just feels like very embarrassing. And so I made sure, I messaged my manager like a million times, like, are you sure that we're on the list? Is this all confirmed? He's like, yes, confirmed, whatever. We pull up to the door. We're early, but it's packed.
Yeah.
Right? And like, the PR girlies are there. It's like a food event, like a restaurant opening kind of thing.
And like Kelsey and Bailey Souls.
They look so confused.
They look so confused. They're like sisters. And we're like
yes.
No, they're like the sisters.
We're like,
yes.
yeah.
They're like twins.
We're
like
yes.
They're like, oh my god, that video, everyone's talking about you.
They're like, you're so viral.
They're like, you're so viral. Like that video you made is so viral. I was like, period.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for noticing. I was like, whoa, everyone's talking. They're like, everyone's so excited that you're here. I'm
like, thank you so much. And they're like thanking us, and we're like,
oh my god, like what did we do?
I literally we walk in. I'm like, Kelsey, they totally think we're someone else.
Yeah.
And then I'm literally Googling, I'm like, twins who've done like a brand deal with these people, and I couldn't find anything,
blah, blah, blah. But then, so we get our food, and they come up, the PR girlies come up to us again, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, the New York Post, they're doing an article about this opening, and can we use you as a picture? And we were like, oh, they want us, obviously, because we're like models.
We're gorgeous.
We're baddies.
Yeah.
Like, photo op. I get why they would want us, you know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Like, it's like a photo
The most
moment.
dangerous thing is two delusional girls saying, exactly.
Yeah. And so we go over there to get our picture taken with the food.
We're like posing with food.
And like staff. And then they go to get quotes from us about like the pop-up or whatever.
I'm looking at Kelsey, like when they asked us for quotes, I was looking at Kelsey like, what?
And she called me a name that was not my name. Like an at. And so I was like, oh, but I never heard it before, but I was like, oh, like, I'll tell Bailey, she'll know what.
Yeah, I'm on
and I was like, Bailey, I think I have a clue for who they think that we are. And so then I told her, and she was like, oh,
I was like, I
know those girls. And the funny thing is, we're like, actually nothing like them.
They specifically thought that we were sisters snacking.
Yeah.
Okay? And I know their content because they make a lot of Connecticut, like, restaurant content, and, like, I look at their videos for Connecticut. And so they think we're sisters snacking.
They're like, literally, then everything, like, okay, so sister snacking. I was like, sister snacking? I was like, okay. I was like, keep that in the back of my head. Bailey will know what this is.
So I'm eating, and Kelsey's like, Bailey, like, she called me sisters snacking. I was like, oh my god. That totally makes sense because they're food bloggers. I go on their page and they just made a video that was like kind of viral. So we're eating. We're like, we need to get out of here fast before we do our quotes because they wanted our quotes initially.
And they were like, put our quotes with them.
No, they wanted our quotes initially, and we were like, oh, we haven't. They were like, how are the tacos? And we were like, we haven't had them yet. And so they were like, oh, go eat the tacos, and then we'll
come back.
Yeah. So we were like, we need to eat these really quick and leave because I don't want to give a quote and they'll be like. Me saying something, they're like, sister snacking.
Said blah, blah, blah. And then, like, they would have our photo with the food.
Yeah.
Like, this is sister snacking.
Yeah,
like,
sister snacking, enjoying the food.
Yeah. So, yeah, but then we caught the reporter on
the
way
reporter
out.
came up to us, and she's like, oh, are you ready for your quote?
ready for your quote. And
I was like, look, I need to confess to you, we are not who you think we are. We are not sister snacking.
Imposters!
Yeah, I was like, we are just normal, like, everyday girl. We're not food bloggers.
Yeah, it was really funny. And it's funny because she was like, yeah, like, when they told me that you were sister snacking, I went on their profile, and I was like, these girls look nothing like them.
Yeah, they're like brunette.
Yeah, I was like,
not twins.
They're a lot taller in person.
Yeah. They went through some kind of crazy growth spurt. But yeah, I was afraid that the real sister snacking was gonna come in. And then like they would go to the door, they'd be like, we're sister snacking, and then the girls would be like, but that's sister snacking.
But now I'm really curious if we were like actually on the list.
I know. Well, I was worried.
They acted dumbfounded.
Yeah, they're like
I was like, I know I'm on this list.
I literally confirmed like twice.
I'm like, yes.
We were not on that list. And I was sad because like I didn't even get to eat a lot of tacos.
We were so stressed.
I was afraid it was going to be like White Chicks when the Wilson sisters come in and
then we were like the imposter with Wilson sisters.
We're like, we're the Wilson sisters.
We're sisters tagging. Like, I don't know who the fuck these girls are.
My new persona.
And I was gonna be like, I deadass had no idea what you were talking about.
So now we're sister snacking. So if sister snacking sees this, we're locked in.
We had no idea. I was like so confused. Like the only reason that we thought that they thought that we were somebody else when they're like, the video you made is going so viral for us.
Yeah, because they were acting like we had just posted like a video hyping them up.
Yeah, and I was like,
but I would never have thought that. I thought they meant other twins. So I was like Googling like twins who've done an ad.
Yeah.
It was confusing.
We're like, there's gonna be like another set of blonde twins, but they actually have nothing.
Yeah, I was like waiting for like another set of twins to come. Like,
yeah, I was waiting for like at least like 2 blonde sisters, like a VIP list or something.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's what we thought.
I was like, oh, it must be like VIP list. They think they're a VIP list.
I wrote notes for hot topics, just like different thoughts that I have.
Your train of thoughts?
Yeah, it was like word vomit. So backstory: me and Kelsey were talking yesterday, and she's texting like with this new guy, and she doesn't like that he doesn't text her, and I was telling her that intelligent people don't text.
No, what I really like about what Bailey said yesterday is I feel like normally when I'm dating, I tend to go for guys that are super hot in the beginning. Like, they're like texting me, calling me, FaceTiming me, always in communication, good morning text, good night text, blah, blah, blah. But then it turns ice cold.
And I was telling her that you want a guy that's
warm. And then it's always warm. He, like, never, like, gets light. It's, like, always just, like, a steady, consistent warm. And I think because I'm so used to being, like, love bombed or just, like, whatever, like, I'm used to, like, guys, like, literally, the last guy I dated, I had a flight at, like, 5 a.m. once, or 6 a.m., and I had to wake up at 3 a.m. He set an alarm on his end to wake up at 3 a.m. to send me a good morning text.
Yeah.
Like, that is the kind of love bombing that I was dealing with. And then, like, of course, then they act like they don't even give a fuck about you.
Yeah, like a month later.
3 months later, you're like, what the hell? So, yeah, this guy's, like, very, like, warm. And it's, like, taking...
That's what you're looking for, girls. You want a guy who's warm all the time, like a warm bath, like Goldilocks.
Yeah, Goldilocks.
It's a perfect fit. You don't want someone who's crazy cold. Like, you don't want one of those guys that, like, acts too nonchalant.
Yeah.
And you don't want a guy that's love bombing you. You want a guy just consistently warm.
It's hard for me to be attracted to someone that's nonchalant. Like, that's why I feel like love bombing
works.
Some girls
love the chase.
Yeah, but that's why I think love bombing works so hard, because I love people that love me. Mm-hmm. And so if you act like you love me, then I immediately love you, and then you start pulling away, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, I thought we loved each other. Like, what is this?
I thought we were locked in.
Yeah, I thought we were like this. Like, now you're switching up.
But what I was saying about do intelligent people use brain rot? Because right after I said that, I was like, yeah, intelligent people, like myself, we do not text. And then like 5 seconds later, every word that came out of my mouth,
she's just like, Mama, not mad at you.
Mama, not mad at you, baby.
What does that sound?
Mama, not mad at you,
find
baby.
it?
Yeah. And I kept saying, what else did I say? I was like, don't you know you only have 30 minutes?
And then we were like,
so then the question is, do intelligent people use brain rot?
Wait.
I feel like that makes me very intelligent because I know what's going on in pop culture.
Mommy not mad at you. Mommy not mad at your baby.
That's me.
Because he was crying.
That's literally on. Mama not mad at you. Oh, it's really funny.
I also wanted to talk about your thoughts on the VS.
Oh, and because and the reason that came up is because Bailey told me not, like, the guy who was texting sent, like, a conversation ender. Mm-hmm. And, like, she's like, oh, just, like, don't respond, leave it. But he's the kind of person that if I do a conversation ender, like, he'll heart it. I feel like that's his way of being like, read it. Like, not, like, we're good, but just, like, read it. So I hearted it. And,
that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Like, everyone's so different, so match whatever energy they're giving you, I say. Like, but, like, what I expect is, like, I just want to fucking respond. Or I'd send an emoji. I'm, like, a very big emoji sender. Or a picture.
Mommy not mad at you, baby.
I want to know your opinions on the VS fashion show. The comeback.
I think they worked with what they had. I'm disappointed in the hair. Mm-hmm. I feel like it could have been
What's
bigger.
with the slick backs?
Yeah, I hate the slick backs.
Oh my god.
I despise the slick backs.
No, and I saw so many people being like, the slick backs is because, like, the girls love a face card. I'm like, you can have face and hair, though. We don't have to choose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we can give both.
Like, I like, in previous shows, I don't think they ever have done an updo before.
Mm-mm.
Like, ever.
Mm-mm.
So.
I also didn't like that the performers had wings. I also don't like, I felt like there were more mature women than actual, like, working models.
Like, just, like, throwbacks?
Just, like, old women. Even
like
when I called my mom to talk about it, she goes, I just felt like there were a lot of people my age in there. And she's like, and I'm not their target audience, so I don't get who they're trying to sell to.
True. Like, I think they just, like, went so far with, like, the icons and, like, not with, like, new faces.
I would have loved to see more new faces.
Yeah.
Give them that big break. Because, like, I
feel like there wasn't that much build up to the show. Like, I feel like in previous years, like, the list of like the new faces that I got the show
Yeah.
was like huge, and like they all those girls like blew up on Instagram and like shit like that, because everyone wanted to like
The street
watch.
style.
Yeah, everyone wanted to watch like what they were eating, and like everyone wanted to watch like their workout routines
Yeah.
before the show. And I feel like there was like no build up. It was just like, oh, the VS show's tomorrow. You're like,
Yeah.
what? Like, where was the build up to this?
And I was confused because usually like the VS show does it and they air it more in December.
They lost like a bunch of budget.
Well, I know because they went from being worth like 16 billion to like 2 billion.
Yeah.
But what I was trying to I was talking to my mom this morning. I was like, but if I was the creative director, I would have done so much with that low budget.
I mean, they spent it on like Cher.
Yeah, but why Cher?
Yeah.
She didn't even sing. She lip synced. Like
Yeah.
that's what bothered me is like you could have gotten like smaller performers who were actually like would put their whole heart into it, because I'm sure Cher's expensive. Like that cut into the budget. Like I love Tyla, but like we don't need to give her wings. Number one.
I have a feeling that, you know, that like TikTok that it showed the girl like having an attitude
Mhm.
because she had no wings. I have a feeling like last minute like they gave her
gave
wings to Tyla
But still having an attitude on the
because
VS
she was legit the only girl with no wings.
but still having an attitude literally on the runway. It looks bad on you, not bad on them.
I would be pissed if it was like right before. Imagine she had her wings on. They're like, oh, we're actually gonna give this to Tyla.
Especially because her outfit was kind of boring.
Yeah, it was just like a dress. I was like, what is this?
No, and then one of the looks, it was Rhiannon's look, redhead. We used to be with our agency, pasties.
Oh, I saw that.
That is not cute on nobody. That's not a look. I was telling Mom, I'm like, that's not even a look. Do a normal bra.
yeah.
Do a normal bra and underwear.
Yeah.
Like pasties.
I just miss when it was like more costume.
I just
Like, I feel like it was trying so hard to be like actual outfits or something. Like,
I
like
thought-
the gowns and stuff. I was like, let's keep it like fun. Like, like back in the day, like they used to be like flight attendants.
I
and,
thought
like,
they were trying way too hard to be editorial.
Yeah.
Like very serious. There was no winking at the camera, like smiling.
No, I
like-
just miss when they were like sexy flight attendant.
Yeah.
Like it used to be more like Barbie dream job kind of thing. Like just like sexy teacher.
No, it was
like
supposed to be a fantasy. So yeah, I was
they'll never be on top when like Justin Bieber performed.
Oh, yeah.
Like that was just iconic.
That was
And
so
like the
good.
Weeknd, Bella Hadid moment,
Mhm.
Justin Timberlake.
I miss like this, like the
There was just like no like sexy.
Oh, I also saw this question on TikTok, and I thought it would be a very interesting conversation.
Okay.
Do you think it's possible to have a big girl friend group without everyone being secret haters?
No.
Elaborate.
I just think that the way that we are raised as women, we're all naturally so competitive and like see each other as competition. And like I think in small groups for sure, like you can have like a bestie that wants everything for you, but I feel like in big friend groups there's always going to be someone with animosity.
I feel like in big friend groups, everyone ends up clicking off anyways into like
Yeah.
smaller groups of 2 or 3.
Like even like in all the friend groups I've been in, like I feel like I've like found out later they have like their own little side group chat without me in it and like shit like that.
I literally was in this friend group in Connecticut, and I just felt like it was like Real Housewives. Like everyone's just talking smack about each other, but then you look on Instagram the next day and they're all hanging out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are we friends or are we not friends?
And like even in my previous friend group, like I feel like they individually always talk shit about each other to me, and I'm like, okay, so you're obviously talking shit about me.
exactly. Yeah, you
You
can't like
know?
trust anyone.
And I'm like, I wonder what they fucking say. Like I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't do anything.
No, but I feel like people just like they want to bring other people down always because they feel like that lifts them up.
Yeah.
Whereas in my opinion, I want to lift all my friends up because I want us all to be like top dogs.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I want
yeah.
us to be like the hot friend group.
Yeah.
I actually really ended up liking that coffee.
Yeah, it was delicious.
That's the chat for today. If there are any topics that you want us to touch on next week, let us know.
Yeah, like comment down below or DM us on the Instagram.
But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, guys. Come on.
Come on, we want to be YouTube famous.
Bye.
Love you, bye. Want to have a threesome?